Collaborate and listen. Sooner Surge is live, back with a vengeance. Hunter, Jackson, Jeremy, and Jason bringing Sooner Magic to the nation. It's amazing. 9:30 every night. We don't take it light. It's a way of life. And if you're new, it's a party in the comment section. Doesn't matter what team you're repping. You can jump on a call and say Texas sucks. Only one rule: don't dare cuss. And the fan stop got me looking like a G. You're repping my team in the crimson and cream. Sooner Surge, sooner born, sooner bred. When I die, I'll be sooner dead. At SS Live, it's not just a fable. Germ is hot when he smacks the table. At SS Live, the party is bumping. You never know when you'll see a trumpet.
What's up, Sooner Nation? It's Hunter. AI Hunter is with us right now, and it's a Monday night. It's OU Missouri week. It's a week that a lot of fans have been looking forward to, Hunter, because this was a game that was beginning of the year circled for OU fans and Missouri fans. I think both fandoms thought that these teams would both be highly ranked, or at least ranked, and it's not the case. But I don't think that's going to stop the smack talk and the amount that each team wants to win and destroy the other team by. I think there is that for sure.
Yeah, coming into the season, a lot of people, myself included, I think you said it even, Germ, of being a playoff elimination type game. Looking at the schedules for both teams, are likely to have at least one loss up until that point. I mean, now Missouri's at 2 losses. If they lose to Oklahoma, their playoff chances are dead in the water. They still might be dead in the water to begin with because they don't have a signature win. I mean, their biggest games of the year for them, they got whooped, and it wasn't even close. I think they scored a total of, 10 points between A&M and Bama. You can't do that and expect to make the playoffs. So, yeah, fans sure thrilled for that game. See how OU fans will be at the conclusion of that game.
Yeah, what's crazy is everyone – I was one of the ones that said, I can't believe Missouri almost lost to Bama. Now I'm saying, how did they beat – almost lost to Vandy. Now I'm thinking, how did they beat Vandy? With the way Vandy's playing. I do want to say prayers out to you, Famone, with the injury you had today. Prayers, hope you have a speedy and full recovery. Blake, I don't think Dirk Cutter's leaving Boise. I just don't think he's going to leave there. He loves that place.
Yeah, that'd be tough to get him, but that would be a really good hire, I think, for Oklahoma.
Oh, for sure. Kyle says, I'd like a pro-style offense, either Craddock from Tulane or Nixon from Syracuse. If those were the two options, I would choose Craddock all day, every day. And, hey, the Fasusi decommitting talk, that's all it is talk, okay? I'm not going to sit here and hop in on it because I don't know what a kid's going to do, where he's going to choose, whatever. You guys know my thoughts on all that kind of stuff.
What's up? Can you hear me?
You're spinning.
Spinning? What do you mean I'm spinning?
It's like the ghost of Jason.
Really?
You're frozen, bud.
I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. We had a lot of storms today.
You might have to try a different device.
Let me try.
Hey, Chester says you want me to call in the live because I'm a true Sooner lifer. Hunter, I did see you put the link in, correct?
Yes, link is in, and I believe it is pinned. Yes, it is pinned in the comment section.
John Ritchie says Kevin Wilson, Venable said something on him today.
Listen, I think the only way that it would be Kevin Wilson is, well, first off, like that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, like, really, in all likelihood of him no longer being at Tulsa, that means he was probably fired to leave Tulsa head coaching gig. How do you spin bringing in a guy that has OU ties and all that to a program in which he just got fired from a middle of the road G5 program? That's I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, they're not bringing Wilson back, guys. And wait, there's Jay again.
Am I good now?
Yeah, you're good now. What'd you do?
I went on a hotspot because my Wi-Fi must not be working that great. So because of the storms,
It's that Arkansas Wi-Fi. Hey, Blake.
It's not whatever, dude. It's got strong Wi-Fi here, bro.
Blake, and how sad is it that we're saying if we can just get Tarquin back?
Hey, what do you think about this? I agree with Aaron here. If either one of those guys gets fired, you go try to get one of them.
That to me, those are home run guys.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's that redneck Wi-Fi. It's not redneck where I'm at, but the Wi-Fi is not working very good. That's what there is to it. So, what I missed at the first? Anything?
Hey, question for Benjamin: can you take Zach Alley seriously? He's got a big mustache. Hey, what Mike Gundy said was unbelievable. There's got to be consequences for that.
There won't be anything done with that, Jerm.
There has to be consequences.
Here's why. Here's why. The president Shrum absolutely loves Mike Gundy. Okay,
correct,
and so does the AD. So nothing's going to happen there. And you know what I think? If you look at Gundy this year and a lot of the stuff he says, you know what it comes across as, in my opinion.
What?
It comes across as Gundy knows he's untouchable. He can do what he comes across as he can say whatever he want, do whatever he want, because he knows nothing's going to happen to him.
Yeah. Jay, is Kevin Wilson a huge addition as an OC?
I'm not a big Kevin Wilson guy. Now, you could say that he's just a few years removed from being an Ohio State offensive coordinator, which is true. I'm just not a big guy because, I'm not going after OU guys right now. That's just my opinion. Michael asked, are we okay up here? Yeah. Some tornadoes right here around us today. So it was kind of an intense situation, but haven't seen the damage yet because it's dark outside. But thanks for asking.
Hey, Dakota's all about SMU's offensive coordinator.
A lot of people are, Jerm. A lot of people are. So, yeah, everybody's
Kurt Signetti's either going to get paid a lot by another school or Indiana's going to pay him a lot. Dude's getting a big-time pay raise.
Do you know where I think he's going to – I think he's going to be offered a big-time job at the end of this year. And you know where I think he's going to be offered it at? See if you can guess. Just try to take a guess.
Well, Florida State's not getting rid of Norvell.
No. This one might surprise you, but I don't think it would. No, not LSU, not USC.
Is the job open yet?
No. I have not seen it in the chat yet. I'll just say this. Their head coach is 1-13 against top 25 teams.
Yeah, I got it. You're saying Penn State.
Penn State would be right from Indiana to Penn State. I could totally see them going all in on him.
Hey, all the people talking about Florida, guys, Billy Napier's done a fantastic job after the start.
He might not. I don't think he's going to lose his job.
I don't think Billy Napier is getting fired.
I think the Penn State thing would be a real deal. I think they're tired. Here's the thing. Penn State has been close to winning games against top 25 teams, but they just aren't. They aren't. Max says they're not going to fire Franklin. They probably won't, but I'm just saying if they did, that'd be the guy. What's up, Aaron? How you doing tonight? Appreciate you joining. Phone lines are open.
What's up, Aaron? Call in. Phone lines open. Let's talk about it. Does Coach Prime go to Florida State? If Norvell were to get fired or leave, I could see him going to Florida State. Absolutely.
In my opinion, they'd be silly not to go after him.
And I don't think Sharon Moore's getting fired either from Michigan.
Here's what I'll say to this question here from Ron. Is Franklin a better coach than Brent Venables? Well, Franklin did really good at Vanderbilt, and he's done a good job at Penn State. He just hasn't beaten the big dogs. So I think, yeah, he's done a really good job. I think he has. I just think he can't get over the next level. In my opinion, specifically before this year when Oregon entered the conference, Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan should every year be the top 3 in the Big Ten. And now you add Oregon into it. Those should be your top 4. So he just needs to find a way to get to that next level. He hasn't been able to do it yet. I think part of that's quarterback play, but that's just me.
Yeah. He's got the OC he wants at Penn State. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How many games does OU have to win in 2025? They have to make the playoff. If he
9
survives
games,
this year,
9 games.
Man, I'm sick tonight. If he survives this year, he's got to make the playoff next year. Period. Facts. End of story.
Yeah, I'm kind of like intrigued for the next 3 games for Oklahoma. I'm intrigued to see what they do offensively, specifically running the ball, to see if they can continue what they've done the last 2 games. Okay, that I'm intrigued by that. And then I'm big time intrigued to see what Brent Venables does in the offseason, specifically December 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, the first week in December when he has to make an OC hire. Who's he going to be? Is this job going to be opened up to the nation, which it better be and it should be? Is it going to be, though? I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see what is he going to do there. Who's he got up his sleeve, Germ? Who's he got that nobody's talking about?
I don't think
I don't know. I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah, he's not a magician. He's a conservative guy. Are we getting any wide receivers back? There's a chance. That's all I'll say. That's what everyone's been saying. That's what BV said. It was interesting. Someone reposted Farouk's Twitter post. I thought that was interesting.
I didn't see that, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Have a good feeling on this game, boys. Next game, boys. Hype is real in the Sooner State. Here's the thing. It was Maine last week, okay? It was. I do think it doesn't matter who you play. If you win and you feel like you've played better, the confidence does start oozing a little bit for you. I know it doesn't ooze much since it's Maine, but a win is a win is a win. Here's the thing. We'll find out on Saturday if it really meant a whole lot to this team. Did this win really give them any confidence? We'll find out on Saturday.
Mez, that's an incorrect statement, Mez. I know plenty of times where jobs are open up to anyone in the country. Now, the head coach may already kind of have an idea of who they want in some cases, but you can do a nationwide search. That happens all the time. You have to open it up.
You have to say who wants to come here and be the OC. Have to. Now, it might be different than opening it up like a head coach. I understand what you're saying, but
put Eli and Luther Burden, and then you got to put, Theo Weiss has been the heavy guy for yardage.
What is Burden's size? 6'3"?
6'3", 6'4".
That's a tough matchup.
200.
Tough matchup for Eli Bowen. It is.
Yeah,
it's a tough matchup.
Jay, it's a tough matchup for anyone.
It must be national search this time. Has to be. I have not heard on Cook. Has anybody heard on Cook? Jeremy, have you? Hunter, have you? He's only 5'11". Jeremy, he's only 5'11". Where'd you get 6'3", 6'4"?
Wait, he's only 5'11"?
Burden, yeah. Are you okay tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was at least 6'1", 6'2". I don't
know. Michael says, if you're a head coach that will be fired with another bad year, you are hiring someone you know and trust. I don't think it might not be somebody you know. It'll 100% be somebody you trust that can do the offense without your help. That's what it needs to be. It needs to be somebody that can come in there and do the offense without BV's help.
Hey, I was wrong on Luther Burden. You know how much Missouri I've watched this year? About
0.
2 quarters. About 2
Touchdown,
quarters.
Kansas City. They're going to win another close game.
Weiss is about 6 foot or 6'1". He's not a super tall guy either.
Burke's red shirt is burned, right? So why
Correct.
not play? Farouk can play out the year and come back. So why not play?
Correct, Kyle. I agree with you.
You know, they asked BV about it tonight. Did you see that? He said is there a chance they play? There's definitely a chance, BV said.
Jay, again, does that matter?
It doesn't mean a whole lot. I get it.
Weiss is 6'2". I thought he was 6'1". He's 6'2".
Yeah.
Where are the Missouri fans at?
They're not going to be in here, Jerm.
We had one early in the year, and they started losing. He left.
There was more than one. There was more than one. There was more than one Missouri fan in here earlier in the year, and they're already gone. But you know why? They're worried sick they're going to lose about 4 games. Here's the thing. If OU beats them, then they still have there's still a couple games on the stretch. I think Arkansas may get them. I don't know. OU needs to beat them, though, period. OU needs to beat Missouri on Saturday.
You're kidding. The line is 2.5, guys. It's pretty much
surprised. Are you surprised?
I thought it'd be a little more than that.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it'd be more than that. We traded Weiss for Hester. It doesn't look that way now, but
if you remember, Weiss hit the portal and then came back.
And then left the second time, correct.
And then left the second time.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Phone lines are open. Check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. Get your OU Sooner apparel. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE. Get 10% off your first 3 months. Use it as a gift and gift 1 shirt a month for the next year for one of your closest friends or family members.
There you go. Good job, Jerm.
Thank you.
Missouri 56, OU 32. Wow. That would be a crazy number on that game.
If Missouri scores over 50, I'll get my son. We can shave my head live on this show on Saturday night.
Completely bald. Completely bald.
Shave it all. If their offense scores over 50.
If their offense scores over 50.
Yes. It's not happening.
Hey, Johnson's asking, it's simple. Our defense needs to show up first 4 quarters. Yep, they need to show up for all 4 quarters. You're right. Next OC hire. Jerm, go. Who is it? Right now. Top of your head. Go.
Joe John.
What? Did you just say Joe John Finley?
Yeah, I did. I did because of last night.
Why go down that road again, Jerm?
Why go down the whole road? Why go down the road about who's the next OC hire? Who's the next OC hire? Who's the next OC? I don't know. It's not an open position yet. They're looking for someone, but
it is an open position. They fired their OC.
They're not interviewing for it yet.
They fired their OC, Jerm. It's open.
I agree, but they're not interviewing for it.
No, but the question, Drew's just asking the question. I was just asking your.
I'll change my opinion over the next 4 weeks.
Here's what I would say, Sooners WX. I get this eerie feeling. I think Jerm wants Joe John Finley to stay.
Oh,
do you
want him? No. In my scenario, yes, I do. You're right. If we're going based on what I said last night, yes, you're right.
I think deep down that's who you want as the guy.
No, it isn't. I got a lot of other guys I want.
Like who?
Someone proven.
Who would
Chris
that be?
Peterson, Dan Mullen, Hugh Freeze, all those guys.
Those are all head coaches. Give me one that's not a head coach.
Chris Peterson hasn't been in the game.
Are you still on the Cade Bell? Yes or no?
Yeah, I still like Cade Bell.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Eric says, what if Jackson Arnold said, I only come back to OU if you promote Joe John Finley to OC? I would say bye to both unless my scenario last night plays out.
If they won out this year?
Eric, if OU won out somehow, and then Arnold and the team's like, man, we won all these games. We scored 40 points a game. Let's keep this train rolling. And then I'd say, yeah, he's got a point. Otherwise, bye.
And there's Kel Gundy again tonight. Kel says certain OCs have been reached out to through their agents. So
we need to have Kel call in.
I'm sure agents are talking right now. I would.
We have Kel call in tonight.
Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it? I'd be down with that.
Yeah, phone lines are open, guys. Call in, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I heard that, Johnson, about Kevin Wilson. I heard that too. Come back. Yeah, come back. There's a lot of people talking about Kel. Everyone's saying, what is the phone number? It's in there. It's in the link. It's in the pinned at the top. You can just click the
pinned
link.
At the top, Kel. Hey, a new OC will not be a magic bullet, is what just my opinion says. And it depends on who the hire is. I have seen some magic bullet OC hires, and I've seen some slower than molasses bullets.
I'm kind of confused by what you're asking.
Bullets that don't play out, Jay. A magic bullet, you know what that is, Jay? Something that works.
Is it something from like what are those things that you see as seen on TV deal?
There's Jay Johnson, Dan Mullen, and Dean Kennedy as the quarterback coach.
I would love it.
Not going to happen, but yeah.
Let's see.
Well, hey, Drew, I promise you, Drew, I am 100% sure that is not Caleb Gundy. Okay?
Yeah, I am too.
I take it to the bank. That is not the real Caleb Gundy. Now, if it is Caleb Gundy, I would love to hear him. I've never met him before. I don't know who Caleb Gundy is or what he has to do with OU football. So I'm gonna agree with you, Drew. It's not the real Caleb Gundy.
Will the real Kel Gundy stand up? That's it. Hey, Germ for OC, Germ. There you go. You could quit your job, go be the OC.
Okay, that's fine with me. I call a great game, Jay.
Does Jackson throw better with play action pass? Your thoughts?
Yes, and on the run.
The play action thing is hard for me to tell this year because they haven't blocked very well. They haven't really had time in the play action. So I don't know. Hey. I don't really know how to answer that yet.
Well, on bootlegs, there's play action too.
Here's the one thing that I've really been disappointed in with Jackson Arnold this year. You ready for it?
Yeah.
I've been disappointed with this downfield passing. Inconsistent.
Yeah, it has been.
You know, he'll throw one good ball and then he'll throw one that's like 15 yards off out of bounds. That's been disappointing.
Real quick, Sooner WX. Yeah, I would say he has been part of the problem. However, it's been pretty interesting since Seth Luttrell left. That guys that all of a sudden are on the field coaching, Kevin Johns, others, where were they? Did they have any input into what was happening?
Well, it almost
it looks like the chain of command and the hierarchy going down there was basically Seth was doing what he wanted and there wasn't any input. That's kind of the way it looks giving off right now.
That's the way the vibes it looks like now. Maybe.
That's the vibes.
Right. But who's over that really?
BV.
Correct. And
He's
I'm seeing some funny comments in there from Mess and some other people about Freeze. It's pretty funny.
Phone lines are open.
Start the 4 freshmen on the O-line and go beat the Tigers, Johnson says. Would you start him, Jeremy?
I'm down, Jay Johnson. Night game in Columbia. What's the temps going to be in Columbia? That's what I'm curious of.
I don't know. I would imagine it'd be low 60s, high 50s. Probably pretty chilly.
Jay, will there be chat tomorrow night?
Will there be chat?
There's chat every night.
What do you mean, will there be chat tomorrow night? Are you talking about the live chat?
Yeah, there's going to be a chat every night.
Oh, because the election. Okay, that's why he's asking. We'll be on here.
There'll be chat, and guess what? No one will talk about the election on here.
Yeah, we're not going to talk politics on it. The only thing I'll say about the politics is get out and vote tomorrow. That's what I'll say. It's our God-given right. USA, get out and vote, okay? And That's all. I'm going to leave it at that.
Brad, the game is Missouri by 2.5. Okay.
Right.
Where's the pin? Chester wants to call in. Where's the pin? Kel Gundy was wanting to call in. Where's the pin? Drop it in.
I don't know. I'll just drop the invite again in. How's that sound?
Do that, Jay.
Sounds like Chester found it, though. So
Chester found it. Always first. Sooner Surge for life. Chester Carter, what's up?
Out here running around and the cops are looking. So somebody get on this phone and tell them how we're going to pound mid-poo. Pound them. I got to go. The cops are coming to me.
what the heck was that?
Hey, the only place you get this, you can't make this stuff up, guys. The only place you can go to any other OU podcast, you can name them right now. You're not going to get the same stuff you get at the Sooner Surge, okay? Chester said cops are coming, but he's got to drop it in. Hey, tell everyone on here to dominate mid-poo. Get out there, roll mid-poo. Guys, I got to go. Cops are here. This is unbelievable stuff.
All I got to say is,
Surge every night.
Hey, Jerm, that's a real Sooner fan that's going to get his word in about the Sooners before the cops get him. I don't know what's going on.
Andy had enough time to type in the chat that he'd be right back. Guys, do not leave this chat right now. Stay tuned. Chester will update us on what's happening.
Hey, what's that movie with in Chicago? Old movie. Come on. They're playing music. Cops are after him. Come on.
What? Blues Brothers?
Blues Brothers.
60% chance of rain, baby. Ground pound.
He said pound mid-poo. That's what if OU's going to win, they're going to have to pound them because I don't think they're going to throw. They haven't proved that they can throw it all year long. So,
Ron, OU basketball dominating Lindenwood. Jeremiah Fears is going to be unbelievable. He'll be there 2 years. He'll be in the NBA.
Yeah, here's the thing. And I don't really care who they beat and how many they beat them by until they get to SEC play. One thing about Porter Moser that's true, they've looked great in the off season as far as before regular season play starts in the conference play. They've always looked good. And then they get in the conference season, something happens. So
yeah, the game's at 6:45. Hey, I like some of these monsters that people are typing in here. Run the ball, play the freshman, win the game. That would be.
I'm all down
there's
for
one.
That.
Run the ball, play the freshman.
What do you think about this?
Win the game.
Hey, I agree with this right here, real quick before we get to Chester.
Okay, hit the breaking news.
Hey, real quick before we get to Chester, though, I agree with that comment.
We don't know how much time Chester has.
Hang on. Breaking news, Jerem. Let's get to him. Chester, you're back.
Chester, what's up?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's get back to the JJF stuff, okay?
All right.
Absolutely hell no. I shouldn't say that. No. Absolutely not. The man can't even recruit a tight end, and you want him to be the OC? No way.
Let me ask you something, Chester.
It's a flash in the pan. It just looks good because it doesn't even look good. It's just a competent offense now. That's how bad we've been all year.
I agree with that. But if you listened last night, my comment was if they won out.
I don't care if they went out. I don't care if they went out and we put 60 on everybody, which is not going to happen. No.
Chester,
if you
they
can't
went
recruit,
out and put 60, you would have to consider it. Come on.
Recruiting is the lifeblood of football, even in NIL. If you can't recruit, you can't compete. And he's shown he can't recruit.
Now, he did get Devon Mitchell.
Have you seen him?
No,
I haven't. That's my.
Hold on. Isn't this year 2 for him? Or is it still year 1?
It's year 1.
Oh, okay.
He's only 17 years old, right?
I don't care how old he is. How long has he been here is my point.
I do kind of agree with Eric.
Wait, Finley or Mitchell?
Mitchell.
This is Mitchell's first year.
Then I was wrong. I thought this was the second season going in.
No, and I've heard there's other issues. It's not really football related.
Hey, do you think Joe John Finley's a better OC than he is a tight end coach? Because I think he probably is. I
Well,
don't think he's
OC
very
still
good.
has to recruit though.
I agree with you. I wouldn't hire
I mean,
him.
he doesn't have to recruit everything. The position coaches are the ones that are main recruiters, but he still has to get his guys to run his team.
And I do
Hey,
agree with
listen.
Bobby on that too.
Jay, I know you disagree with me, and I know, guys, I don't want to bring it up again because they're not going to win 4 straight. But if they were and they scored 50 or 60 a game, you would almost be idiotic. Brent Venables would be if he didn't hire Joe John Finley at that point.
No, you can't, Jeremy.
Hey, one quick thing, if I may.
Yeah.
To you younger guys playing video games all day, trust me, wives leave you. So lay off the games. Bye.
Just telling the people in the chat, lay off the games. Chester telling all y'all people in the chat about EA Sports, lay off, get to your wives ASAP.
Not just that. If you remember the other night, Chester got a call. He goes, "It's my wife. Got to go." I mean, he's elite. He is elite when it comes to husband.
Hey, real quick. Man, I say that a lot, don't I? In fact, I had somebody call me out on that tonight. Did you notice that?
Sooner.
I had somebody call me out on that by saying real quick. I guess I say that some. Whatever.
Hey, Mark plays Fortnite with his wife, so that's kudos.
Hey, that is. I want to get to Iowa Sooners comment. How do you win out and get fired? What else do you want him to do? Well, let me go through a list of guys that sometimes people have been promoted because, hey, they've done a good job. They'll be great. Just keep them. It doesn't work out very often. What?
Go ahead.
Do you remember TU basketball? Kevin Phillips? Or was that his name? Do you remember Bill Blankenship at TU?
Yeah.
Do you remember Seth Luttrell recently? He's a good old guy that's promoting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you keep going down a list. It doesn't work out very often.
Jay, I'm going to say something here, and this is just to kind of go against what you said.
Also, before you say it, how many in the NFL guys have taken over in the interim role that they keep and hire? Does it work out? Not very often.
Okay, and by the way, it is amazing seeing Baker Mayfield and Sterling Shepard hooking up again. On doing that, they're looking good. Sterling even had a rush tonight, I think, on a reverse. Jay, you said this. Everyone in the chat agreed. If Brent Venables' name was not Brent Venables, okay, if it was someone else's name, he'd be fired. Correct?
Yep.
If Joe John Finley, if OU wins out and they score 40 a game and they win out, the same thing can be said. If Joe John Finley was not his name, people would say keep the guy. He's a genius. That's a fact. So what now?
It's just crazy.
Yeah,
to me,
buddy.
This is two nights. This is 2 nights in a row, Jeremy, that you yourself have said, man, if they winning out, Alabama, LSU, Missouri, who have they beaten in the SEC so far? Go. I'm waiting to answer it. Who have they beaten in the SEC?
Alabama, LSU.
Who have they beaten in the SEC this year, Jeremy?
Auburn.
So let's hold on if they win the next 4 games. I mean,
I don't think they will, Jay. It was hypothetical.
It's coming from a guy that hates hypotheticals. You hate hypotheticals.
I love them this week.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But when anybody else says hypotheticals, you get all over him.
Yep, I agree. So let's stop talking hypotheticals then, Jay. Let's get down to no hypotheticals. Let's get down to the game. OU, Missouri. I'm going to say this right now. I got laughed at. Joe John Finley's. I don't even know if Joe John Finley was a coordinator yet. But I got laughed at when I said we're going to see the inverted wishbone and some speed option. And everyone's like, come on, sure. Guess what? They lined up in that inverted wishbone. How did I know they were going to do that? Pure gut. I got something else for you on gut. They're not going to throw the ball over 25 times the rest of the year.
It depends. Depends on if they get.
They're not going to throw it over 25 times.
Well, then you better get the lead, because if you don't, you're toast.
Well, you're not coming back by throwing the ball, Jay. They're going to get sacked.
Benjamin says, went out laughing. Thanks for the laugh. I wish.
I agree, Ben. It is.
Hey,
laughable.
let me ask this, because I see Aaron's comment. If OU secondary shows up and win, let me say this: OU wins if. Drop it in the chat or call in. OU wins if. And don't do something lame like if they score more points, please. Please don't put that in the chat or call in and say that. OU wins if. Mess agrees that the secondary is key.
Secondary, the key. What was HOF college football saying, Jay?
On
Is
what?
this sarcasm or what?
What are you talking about?
If Cook doesn't play. Yeah, I don't think
Eric says if Cook doesn't play. What are you talking about, Jeremy? What did you mention? I don't know what you're talking about.
HOF college football said Jeremy always dropping profound insights into winning.
I don't know.
I was curious.
It was something about what you said, probably. If we only give up 3 sacks. If our offense and defensive line has a great game. If they can contain the passing game. No big plays.
If they run the ball
over and score 24 a game.
OU wins if Burks and Farouk play.
Tampa at the 1, 30 seconds down 7. Wow. Great game. Chiefs are going to win that in a close one, just like they have all year long.
What's your magic number? 0, 1, or 2?
On what?
Burks and Farouk. 0 play, 1 play, 2 play. Highest odds.
Highest odds would be 0, probably.
Okay. I'm going to say 1.
Touchdown, Kel Gundy says.
Kel, waiting on you to call in.
0, Ron says. 0. I think a lot of people will say 0. It's one of those things to me. I'll believe it when I see one of them guys out there.
Clyde says both play. Yeah, the Thunder, and we'll have a Thunder live on later. The first half, guys, the Thunder's elite defense.
Well, their defense. I mean, I think they're allowed 70 points right now with 7 minutes left in the game. So,
yeah, both of the teams won. Jeremiah Fear is the real deal. I love Wagyu. I love Godwin.
I do love their size. Their size a little bit with Wagyu and
athleticism, really good. Good eye, great shooter. What's the phone number? Someone drop it in here.
It's a link. It's a link. You just click on the link, call in. Well, that'd be great if it was the real deal, Cale. But
if it's the real Kel Gundy, or maybe if it's the real Caleb Gundy, I don't really care either way. Hawkins will not see action.
OU will be running their team like the Thunder. Should be running their team. It's totally different, football and basketball. I mean, you can't compare anything to what Sam Presti's done at the Thunder. I mean, come on. The guy's a genius.
Yeah, I want to see Caden Green just get bulldozed. But the question is, will Caden Green even play? That's the question.
I think he'll play some.
Hey, yep, it's a tie game. The Chiefs are going to throw a 50-yard just jump ball. It's going to be called interference. And then Butker is going to kick a game-winning field goal. You don't need to watch.
You're going to win a close one, just like
I just told you what's going to happen. Interference.
But you know what? You knew I'm picking Super Bowl right now.
Detroit's who I'm picking.
Detroit versus Baltimore.
Yeah, that would be a great Super Bowl.
And no, I did not hear this, Bishop. I don't follow insiders, so I wouldn't have known this probably if that's where it was listed. But hey, everybody's going to be coming after Pasusi. That's not a surprise. To me, that's not a surprise. He's going to probably people will be coming after him to try to get him to go to their school. If you want to talk about negative recruiting against Oklahoma, it's 100% happening when you're playing, when you're not doing it very good this year and you're going to finish not very high in the conference and you have 1 win in the SEC. You can bet your bottom dollar people are coming after some of these.
That's a good song, Jay.
Bet your bottom dollar?
Yeah, that's good lyrics.
That's not a song, is it?
It's in a song.
Okay. What is Missouri's defense?
What?
Please don't sing. Did you change?
I took a jacket off, man.
Hey, by the way, the new Fan Stop shirt, if you can see it, it's elite. Long sleeve, www.thefanstop.com. Check them out. Great officially licensed merchandise. You want to join up.
Hey, I don't know if Fasusi's going to OU or where he's going. It's about the same amount knowledge I have on whether guys are coming back from injury. Kel Gundy does have it on good authority that Cook is not playing this weekend. Yeah, guys.
Okay, let me ask this question. If Cook plays, the percentage of OU winning versus if he doesn't play.
Well, here's the thing, Jay. If Cook is playing, it's an ankle sprain. Like you hit him and you roll up over on it. I mean,
twist it a little bit.
Injured
are you saying twist it a little bit?
No, I'm not saying play dirty at all.
You said roll up on it.
Doesn't mean that's dirty, Jay.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that's dirty.
And hey, that would be good news for OU fans if Cook isn't playing. I don't think personally though. I don't think Cook's that great.
I don't think he's not as good as Jackson Dart.
For me, the best quarterback in the SEC is Jackson Dart. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean Cook's not as good as Jackson Dart. He's not as good as maybe I'd say he's made bigger plays than Nico though, but he's not as good as Nico. And
this is true. Mark's been saying it for a few days. Mark told us before Kel did, which is crazy. But
yeah, phone lines are open. Give us a holler.
Whole thing. Here's the deal. I'm with you on Lamar in the playoffs. He hasn't been that good, but I think this is I think this might be their year to do it. And there's nothing I can say that would prove that because he hasn't performed in the playoffs. He's been bad. And so your comment, yeah, if you go off pass, I just have a weird feeling that I think they can. And Bobby, I absolutely was. You're right. You know what? One thing I'm pretty good at, I can admit when I'm wrong. I was dead wrong on Jackson.
Yeah, I can't too.
He was overrated. I thought he was overrated, Bobby. I honestly did. And he's performed well. The last few weeks specifically, I thought he had a great game against OU, and then he torched Arkansas for over 500 yards. The dude can play, okay? The dude can play ball. I'll give it up to him.
Yeah. Do you think – I mean, to me, the edge rushers, the edge of Missouri's defense is better than the inside.
I think so.
So
I don't know yet. I'm not ready to make my predictions on this game. I'm about to let this week play out. Hey, Zias, one thing though, and I'd like to know if I know we're going to talk. I'm talking NFL for a second, but what is y'all's opinion? I think this is probably the most lopsided. As far as I think you could pretty much pick 4 teams right now to go to the 2 to the AFC and 2 to the NFC, and you'd probably be right. I mean, I think you got Ravens and Chiefs. I mean, is it not going to be the Ravens and Chiefs? Would you be shocked? Or unless you want to say Bills, but I don't think so. And then on the NFC, you got Lions and, it could be Lions and Packers.
Lions destroyed the Packers. Watch out for the Commanders, man.
I'm not a Commander guy right now. I'm not a Viking guy. They're overrated to me. Commanders are overrated.
Hey, if Tampa had not had the injuries at receivers, watch out for them.
Who?
Tampa.
You know who? Yeah, you know who won't be there?
Dallas.
Our Dallas Cowboys.
Dak
Prescott, worst quarterback leader ever. To on the sideline say that your team sucks. Are you kidding me? I'd cut him. Pay him, still cut him. I wouldn't play him. I know he's injured. He's not going to play for a while, but it's ridiculous. Your guy, Jerm, you love him, so.
No, but he hasn't panned out, Jay.
OT on the game. Wow.
Yeah.
Great game. Great game for Monday night.
David Stones was the highest rated defensive player last week, Jay. Did he earn himself more snaps? I say yes.
Gotta love it. Kel Gundy switched to Bob Stoops now and says, tell Kel to stop making stuff up. Gotta love that. What did you ask?
I do love BV. Jeez.
What makes him say I thought they did?
I have no idea what Ron is saying. Last time I heard Ron wanted out of the chat.
It is a freshman movement. It is right now.
Kel Gundy wasn't Bob Stoops.
Oh,
maybe they're both on here.
Yeah. Stone.
Okay,
Chester's saying Stone needs more snaps. Do you think he gets more? Or do you think that was because they were playing Maine?
He may have earned him some snaps, Jay. Ron, why would I ban you? I'm using your tagline of he wants out of somewhere. He wants out of Norman. I said you want out of chat. I'm sorry. What's happening?
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know, but I want to see more Xavier Robinson. And
yeah, I just don't know if that'll happen.
Kel's not sure that's the real Bob Stoops.
There's only one way to find out.
Call in.
It's the only way to find out. So, what were you asking? Was it David Stone or was it Xavier Robinson?
Yes.
Let me just throw a scenario out there. Let's just say Tatum gets just tweaks something. Foot has to go out of the game for a bit. And who's your number two? Is it Xavier Robinson or Franklin?
They would play Franklin. I would go Robinson.
I'm with you, Jerm. I'm with you on that.
And I don't understand why you can't play Robinson and Barnes together. Two running backs, let the other one lead. I think we may see some different stuff this week in the running game.
Well, I mean, I'd go with what they've been doing the last two games. That seems to be working. I don't know if I'd change it a whole lot. Oklahoma wins if Jackson Arnold passes for 250 yards. Yeah, has that happened this year though?
No, 224 is
this Bishop brings up a very interesting topic and very interesting. He says he'd rather preserve these guys' red shirts than play them in these last games. Now,
it depends on who these guys are.
Wait, who are you talking about? Xavier Robinson. Did he play any of the first games, or was that his first game? Hunter would have to look it up.
Played two or three.
Isaiah Autry-Dent did not play any until the other day, so he can play.
That was his first game.
He can play. EPL, yeah, he can't play all of them, or he's redshirt's gone because he played the first game or second game. So there is some of these guys that you could burn their red shirt, but you know what? To me, I'm like, play him now. And then if you want to sit him, say you lose the next two games, then you could sit him in the last game or something. I don't know. Yeah, I thought he looked very comfortable too, Mass. I really did. It says he played versus Texas. So there's that answer to that question. Played 3 games already. So that's interesting that he only has one more game he can play. You
could always ask the players too.
Yeah, that's right. That was Isaiah Autry-Dent's first and EPL second. Correct. That's correct.
That is correct. Phone lines open. We'll be on here about 5-10 more minutes. Anyone who wants to call in.
Hey, I do agree with this a little bit. If it's guys that you think are really good and they may not even be around until they're a senior, then why does it matter?
Agreed.
You got to base on what you think these guys are and what you guys talent wise and what you need for your numbers and everything. And there's a lot that goes into it, I'm sure. So for sure. Not a big deal for talented guys. That's what I mean by that, Tyler. What's up, Boomer? Boomer. Do bowl games count?
No.
They do
bowl
not.
Games, new season. It does not matter.
Correct. Game experience.
I will say this.
Yeah.
It's sad that we're saying that, Mac. It's sad that we're talking at the University of Oklahoma about, well, this game experience will be big for next year. You know, it's sad. It's really sad.
It is. I like this question from Selene. Burning a red shirt. Is it a player's decision or coach? I think it's both. I think it's a combo. Do you, Jerm?
It could be both, probably.
Do you think it is?
Well, it was for Jackson Arnold.
What do you mean?
He told BV, I don't want to play just in mop-up time. I'll save my red shirt. But if you need me to win a game or be in a close game, I'll go in.
Yeah.
He said that.
Chester says, love the show, guys. Got to go. 5.0 needs advice. Boomer sooner. Appreciate it, Chester. Thanks for calling in tonight, bro. Even with cops breathing down your neck or whatever that was, but I appreciate it.
He didn't say they were breathing down his neck.
He said cops are coming. I got to go.
Why are you taking things out of
playing
context?
around, Jerem. I'm just playing around, dude.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Be safe, Chester. Thanks for being in the chat. Yeah. You know what I heard?
The celebration of the Remember the Titans, that was elite.
That was an elite celebration, dude.
That was great.
That's a great way to celebrate. For sure. What else, Jerm? Anything else on your mind tonight?
We should get the injury report. I think that's kind of one people are looking forward to because of the receiver room. I don't think we're going to get any. Now, if they show up as probable Wednesday, we got ourselves a good chance.
Yeah.
If they show up as questionable, they're not playing.
Hey, I got a trivia question. I don't know the answer off the top of my head, but I'm going to ask you because I know the Surgeaholics will come through very quickly. Actually, I do know the answer, but last time Oklahoma played in Columbia, what year was it? Chiefs are at the 10-yard line already. Geez, they're going to win. It's ridiculous. Do you like the OT rules, NFL? Do you guys like them in the chat? What do you think about them?
What about the onside kick rules?
What about them?
They're unique. Did you see where Arizona, every one of them fair caught the onside?
I didn't see that.
Every one of them put their hand up.
Hunter, you're going to have to help me out if you see. I see a lot of different answers in here, and I don't know who was first. So you'll have to let me know who was first. We haven't done a trivia in a while, so I wanted to do one. Winning and coin flip should not be that impactful, Miss says. Yeah, correct, Hunter. They haven't played in the other one. That's correct.
Yeah. Jay, is there anything else you're looking forward to? I think the injury report is kind of the big deal right now.
Here's what I'm looking for. I'm interested to see. They ran the ball obviously great against Clyde was first. It looks like they ran the ball great against Maine for the whole game. Ole Miss, they ran it great in the first half. Can they run it great a whole game against Missouri without having a great passing attack? That's what I'd be interested in.
I think there is. I think they will.
That's what I'd be interested to see. Can they keep that up for 4 quarters against a quality team? And I think Missouri's a quality opponent defensively.
Mix and match.
I don't think they're great offensively.
Mix it with the short passing stuff, and you can. But if you can't pass it short at all, it'll be a little harder. Play the best players, Hall of Fame says.
I agree. I agree. When you come to OU, a lot of these guys we're talking about were highly recruited guys. The chances of them maybe if they're that good to be like I talked about it the other night. How many O linemen at Oklahoma leave before they're done? I mean, even Andrew Rame had another year and he left. Okay. A lot of those guys leave with the year remaining. So I don't think the redshirt is a huge, huge deal. Go get a win. What do you need to get a win? That's what I'd be worried. If I'm Brent Venables, that's what I'm worried about. Yeah. Is this guy better than another guy playing? Playing. Get a W. Specifically against Missouri.
Chiefs win
30-24.
Chiefs have just won. Yeah. Always.
God, every game.
Hey, I'm looking forward to later in this week. Jay, I know we got a Thunder Live coming up in about 10 minutes. So if you're a Thunder fan, you watch them beat the Magic, you can hop on the Thunder Forum Live tonight. I'll be rolling about 10:35 tonight. But, man, hopefully Kel Gundy can call in tomorrow night. A little shy from calling in tonight, but appreciate everyone that's been on here tonight, guys. We do this each and every night at 9:30, okay? Some days we do this twice a day. We take calls. We show comments because why? Because it's all about the fans for the fans. Appreciate everyone that has been in here tonight. We will see everybody tomorrow night, Jay. Have a terrific Tuesday.
Yep. Have a good night. Stay safe.